Good morning and welcome to Cater Quick's video. We're going to do a video today on how to change a door seal on a washing machine and also how to change your bearings on a washer. So it's with great pleasure that I'm here with our senior engineer Jim, who's going to show you guys how to change it. So if you've got any queries, any problems, then put them on the comments below, and hopefully we can show you how to prolong the life of your machine, being able to do the door seal, put new bearings in. So I hope you enjoy the video. So I will speak to you later on.
To check for damage to door seal, or why. Use your visual damage, any rips or tears in the door seal. Bearing problem maybe. Check the drum, not any play in the drum. Spins freely, no noise. If there's noise, then obviously it could be bearing problem, and its bearings failed, and it does create damage on the door seal. It will rub the seal and strip some bits off it, and it ends up in your drain pump. Door seal, you have to remove the front of the machine and a few other parts, but we can get on with it. We'll have a look and show you how to replace it. We're going to remove the back panel. Like so, 4 screws. And we can see the back of the machine. We can see the rear bearing. We've got a drive belt. Sometimes the bearing leaks from the back, and there'll be indication there's some rust coming from the bearing where the water has got into the bearing seal, and it leaks and it runs down the drum. Visually you would see it. But we'll remove the drive belt. We'll remove the lid. Like so. Okay. Drawer. You've got several screws to remove for the front panel. We've got 3. 3 little screws. One clip. We disconnect main board. Do that. Ways to go. A few screws in the front panel. You may need to just tilt the machine at an angle to make it a little bit easier. Now it's that. One thing that he doesn't have. And we'll use a screwdriver just to open the drain pump. You will discover there's a few more screws to remove. So you just cover a couple more. Okay. Front panel is free at the moment. There's only one more. We've got a door seal to remove. There's a retaining spring. Just put one ear in the spring. Just remove the spring gently, like so. You can fold them back and out of harm's way. There's a door lock, disconnect. Just one there. Be him out of harm's way. Now we've got access because we've removed the panel. All of this we have already removed, all the screws. Keep your wires out of harm's way. Couple more little remove the breather pipe, and there's a water fill pipe on the drum. Remove him. You just take him just out of the way for now. Okay, like so. If we tilt the machine back to a safe position, you can use 13mm ratchet if you want to remove we've got to remove the weights to get to remove the door seal. Okay, just to get to remove the door seal. Okay. Just for speed. And we will remove the balance blocks. One. Same for number 2. Now we've got full access to the door seal. One cable on the motor, just to remove a little safety clip, so he's free. We've got a heating element. which is right here. Just disconnect move them out of the way. Drain pump. A little drop of water at times. Not very much, but if you don't want to create a mess on the floor. Front. We've got one bolt to remove the motor, 13 mil, same as okay. That's the motor removed. And we've got one wire, one earth wire. In the back of the machine. Feeds up. And remove him. Drum is free. It's only resting on his dampers. We've got a pressure switch connected here. We'll remove that and we'll just place it on here for safety so we don't damage it. Pressure switch back. Machine is free. There's two dampers on the front. We give them a little gentle lift, fold them out of the way, and the rear side, you bring your assistant, you just give them a little lift. Hold them away. Okay. One spring hanger. Two spring hangers. Gently lift our drum out of the machine. Okay. We've got 22 8mm screws to remove. You can remove them by hand with a screwdriver. Now our drum should be free. We split the drum. It's our heating element. Place it to one side. $18 mil. We remove the flywheel. So, now remove the drum. This is our inner bearing and the seal. And we need to remove the inner and the outer bearing. We're going to replace both bearings and the seal. You get a little tool like so. We remove the outer one first, which will one inner one, okay, we go under here and find a seal. Okay, bearings have been removed. We check everything is good, no damage. So I've got some new bearings and a seal. Okay. I just happen to have a disc that fits. Right? Place them over top of the bearing. Heat it. Okay. Turn the drum over. Just level him up. Okay. Inner bearing. Set him in. Use your disc. Good. So we're going to replace the seal. The seal we're replacing is a different, just a different style of seal. So this seal, the old style, sits on top, where this one needs to seat. Okay. Good. We've got it oval seal, same size. Turn them over. Okay. Seated, just about so. Just flush. After we've seated the seal, we'll just put a little bit of grease. Just on the seal. I'm quite happy. And draw them over. Simple process. All good. Sounds good. Take the flywheel. Place them back on. Make sure it's snug. If you want to be 100% sure. Okay. Nice and quiet. There's a little bridge inside there for the element to fit in. If you can see, you want to make sure you go in the center. Once you're in the bridge, we placed it front tub. Okay. And then replace all 22. Replace a couple of random ones around. Just to draw the drum together and then continue on. It's good to check that they're all snug. Just give them a once over. Drum is built back, bearings are been replaced. Now we just got to reinstall the drum. Hangers, front hole, just two positions, the front and rear, we go in the front. Drums back in, remove my little lift block, that's my helper. Okay, oh, the drum is very free. So.
I would recommend with two people or one.
Well, if you're on your own, but if you have an assistant or you design one, it's a lot easier with a helper. Now to stop hold the play and run around. Ideally, you want to put a little bit of weight before you attempt anything else, okay? Place. Four. Four. One, two, three, 13 mil. You can use a ratchet if you've got a power tool. 13 mil. Just a little bit faster if you do have a snug mixture. We don't need the blocks to come loose, so make sure they're snug tight. Okay. Now, it makes it easy now because we've got a bit of weight. We've got some dampers on the bottom. Now we're going to replace these front two dampers. Well, it's easy because the weight will keep them in place. Okay. And while we're down here, we're going to connect the drain pump, if he finds his tools. Yes. And the clamp. Okay, that's all we'll do for now for there. We're going to replace the back shocks. We've got a little helper. Place it under the motor mount. Just a little lift, just enough to replace the dampers. Just line them up and down nice and gently. Now drums back in position. Same time, while we're around here, we've got the motor to put back in. Motor slides on two dowels. Just two holes. You just peek through there. Slide them in. Replace the retaining bolt, which is also 13 mil. Okay. Okay. Motor's back. Okay. A little bit of juggling around, but now we're going to same process. Okay. Got our red wire from the back. A couple of little places he goes. Just feed him back through. Right through there. A couple of keepers for the wiring. Put them back in. We've got the power supply for the element. I've got 2 wires on the element. I've got an earth wire here. Place him on the earth. On the other side. Just make sure we put our little covers back on. Okay. Now, there's one loose wire there that I removed earlier. Right into. Just put him back in place. Just do the little tie wrap. Keep him out of harm's way. Snip him off. Okay. Put that back through there. Get him a bit later. Now we've got most stuff on. Wiring's done. So we're going to we'll start to reassemble the machine. Put drag in here. She says. Okay. There we go. Sure.
That's PCB.
PCB. We're not interfering with him.
While we're in here, what else have we got that we haven't played with today?
We haven't played with. We have the pressure switch that we have disconnected. This is the pressure switch. We've got inlets all night for the water supply, and the main power supply comes through that. As I say, the majority of the screws are the same. There's not many that are different, but there are a couple. We've got a couple. Keep them all in the tray, you know. One's with a washer. They're just for the plastic. There's a piece of plastic there, just for support for the. One goes there. And if you don't drop them, the other one goes there. Okay. One screw, just a tad longer to support the, just keeps the PCB in place. Although it does have a couple of keepers on here, just one screw. Okay. This wire here is for the front panel. It just pokes through that hole. We'll get a bit later. The pressure switch. Place him back on. Okay. We get in there. Right. Well, we want to put this guy back in. There's a little eye hole there where he comes through, and there's one screw. Keep him in place. Okay. do have a filler pipe. Let's not forget to put them on. Can be tricky sometimes, but you can do it. See, man, there is an arrow where you should be. Okay. Make sure he's secure. Okay. Place the breather pipe. You just push it on there. It's just a vent pipe. When the hot water's going in there, the steam will come out. One screw, different type, but there's only one in the machine. Okay. Okay. Tip the machine back again. Okay. Everything's on. Got one. We've got top block on. We just need to replace the bottom one. You take this little guy. All the wiring has been done. We've put all the pipes are on. Put the retainers back in. Put two. Okay. Same process as the top. Washers. Lock nuts. Okay. Okay, I'm happy. Now, front panel can go back on. Set them on. You can put your door lock on. Clip in. One. Two. We have a couple down here. Okay. And again, got two with washers because we got plastic. So your drain housing back in. Your drain filter. Nice and clean. Hook it up, close the door. Put your cover back on. Okay. That's that. Now, we've got 2 screws left on top. Easier to put them in now. Okay. Don't forget your panel. Plug your panel in. Snug them up. Good. Replace your drawer. Make sure it closes. It's good. And we've got 3 screws in the back that we removed earlier. 1. Panel's back on. Now, then we're going to replace the belt. We place it at 4 notches in on the pulley. Place it over the wheel. Fingers out of the way and push. And if you get it first time, you're doing good. Okay? Okay. Check for center. You want it in the center of the pulley. If you look over the top while you've got the lid off, you can see it travels on. Give it a little spin. Wind your fingers. It's in the center. Good positioning. Okay. Rear pan. Only fits one way. This cup. Place them in there. And we've got four screws. Okay, we're quite happy everything's connected. Water pipe's connected, pressure switch connected, we've connected the front panel. So If you're all happy, we replace the lid. Just like so. Slide them in place again. We have 3 screws. And once you get to this stage, you shouldn't have any screws left. It should be all in the machine. Okay. Now, we're just about finished. We've only got one thing left that we shouldn't forget. Replace the door seal on the front panel. Okay. There's a little groove. There's an arrow here, and there's an arrow on the. Place them in the groove. Follow the groove around. Pull, push. Pull and push. Okay. Both sides. A little tricky around the door side, but arrows line up. So all looks good. Retainer. Spring by the door side. Out of the way. Place the spring round as good as you can. All the way around. Okay. Now, and if you just use the eye, push the spring down and release it into place. Check. All good.